Hi guys, I'm Maryam. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so thrilled to be back with another tutorial. I've missed you guys and I'm so sorry for my brief hiatus. This month has been a little crazy. Lee and I have been traveling and finishing up some projects. So it's been a little hectic, but if you follow me on Snapchat, then I'm sure you know everything that's going on and you know that it's all good things. And I'll talk more about it later. Today I'm here to do this look for you guys. I actually wore it last week when I was at a gala with Motives Cosmetics in North Carolina. And I snapped this look, a lot of you guys liked it, so I figured why not, I'll show you how I put it together. And I'm also gonna show you the daytime version of this look, so sort of its predecessor. And I'm gonna take it to its nighttime version, which is this right here. I'm also gonna be using some new products that we just launched with Motives Cosmetics, which is so thrilling and exciting. And I'm yapping so much, so let me get right to it and start this tutorial. All right, so let's get started. I'm already wearing my foundation on my face. I'm wearing this Inglot HD Perfect Cover-Up Foundation, and I'm wearing number 77 all over my face and a little bit of number 75 to highlight. And if you follow me on Snapchat, then you know I've been raving about this foundation for the longest. It's a great full coverage foundation, and right now I'm breaking out over here and a couple of other areas, but you probably can't tell because it's that good. On my eyes, I'm gonna be using these two palettes, the Dynasty palette and Demure palette by Motives Cosmetics, and I helped put these together with the Motives Mavens. Let me show you what they look like. So here we have the Demure palette, which is your perfect everyday neutral palette, and here we have the Dynasty palette, which was sort of inspired by the inner goddess in you. So I'm going to be wearing a combination of both, a little bit of Demure and a little bit of Dynasty. Let's get started. So as always, I like to prime my lids first. And for this look, since I'm going to be wearing it all day from day to night, I'm going to be using two primers. One to kind of prevent creasing, which is this one by Lime Crime. It's called the Eyeshadow Helper. And I'm literally applying it to my outer corners and to my inner corner very heavily, just to make sure that there is no creasing and no smudging in those two corners. And then on top of the primer, I'm going to be using my Motives eyeshadow base. And you don't necessarily have to use both, but I like to because this one is really formulated to work best with the Motive shadows, or at least I think so, and just helps with blending and with keeping the eyeshadows smooth and seamless. So I'm applying it to the movable part of the lid as well as the lower lash line, like that. Next, I'm picking up the lightest shade from the Motives Maven Sculpt Series Contour Palette in Fire for warm skin tones. And I'm just using this flat little eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to define my brow bone. So I'm going to apply it literally underneath my brow, or where I filled in the brow. And not all the way in, but just right here, the arch, and blend it down. I don't do this in all of my brow looks, or all of my eye looks for that matter, but for this one, since it's pretty smoky, I like to define the brow bone a little bit more. Then I'm just gonna blend everything out with my finger. And now I'm going in with this shade right here. It's called Thea. It's a creamy sort of neutral shade. And I'm going to apply it right over that contour. Not the contour, the highlight. And I'm going to define that brow bone some more. Basically sealing the cream and adding that same shade on top to make it pop a little bit more. I'm going to come back to the Dynasty palette, but for the next few steps I'm going to be using this Demure palette, and the first shade I'm going to pick up is this one right here. It's called Bear, and it's kind of like a soft neutral brown, not too warm, not too cool, just perfect. Great for the transition and for the crease. And of course, all the products are going to be listed in the description box below with a code so you can get your free shipping and all that good stuff. I'm using Wing Gloss brush number 19, and I'm starting at the outer corner of the crease as always. I'm using the small circular motions and then dragging the color inwards. You guys know how I do it. So let's fast forward through this, shall we? Same shadow, just a different brush. This one is Wing Gloss number 5, and I'm applying it to my lower lash line just to smoke it out a bit. Next, I'm picking up this beautiful warm brown shade. It's called Lush, and it's a really nice warm sort of tone. I'm picking it up with brush number 04, again Wayne Goss. Just love his brushes. And I'm applying it to the outer portion of the crease, very, very gently. Just merely touching the skin. And then I'm blending the two together. And then I'm adding some more. And then I'm blending once more. This is how you get that seamless finish. Same shadow, number 5 brush, and I'm just applying it to the outer corner of the lower lash line. This tickles a little bit, so I'm gonna try not to talk through this. Next, I'm cleaning up that number 4 brush, the pointed crease brush, and I'm just using a clean paper towel to just wipe it off gently. And now I'm picking up my Demure palette. I'm going to be using this shade right here. It's a matte plummy color with a little bit of sparkle. We called it Electra. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with this shade right into my crease, right into the fold where my eye naturally creates that line, and I'm just going to go along the line very gently, etching out that shape. And then I'm going to go with windshield wiper motions back and forth just to deposit the color and add more depth to the eye, like so. So this is what it should look like at this point, and make sure you have your other brush handy to blend out any harsh edges. This is how we create a smoky eye, by applying the color and then diffusing it and smoking it out. And I'm going to take that smaller brush and the same shade Electra, and I'm going to apply the shade to the outer lower lash line just to connect this outer corner to the lash line. And so now for the next couple of parts, I'm going to zoom in because I know you guys like to see everything up close and personal. So let's zoom in, Lily. That's your cue. For this step, I'm going to be using Makeup Forever Aquamatic liner. I think the color of this is 190 or 180. I'm not sure, but it's purple. I'm just applying this to my lid, to the movable part of my lid, which is below the crease. And then I'm going to blend it out with my finger, just using my pinky. And of course, I'm also going to line the lower lash line. Not all the way in, just halfway in, and connect at the outer corner. Once again, I'm going to blend it out. So now I'm applying that same shadow, that plummy Electra, over the purple base. And first I'm applying it to the border where it meets with the other shadows, just to kind of conceal that line of the base. I'm keeping the center part blank for the next shadow. And I'm just going to apply a little bit to the lower lash line, right over that base. Now I'm picking up this pretty shimmery purple shade called Pandora. I'm using the same brush, and I'm going to apply it to the very center of the lid where I left it blank. You see these two purple shades, they look similar in the palette, but they're actually very different, and their texture and finish are completely opposite. So I love pairing them together for that multi-faceted sort of effect. For the liner, I'm going to be using this Inglot gel liner in number 77. Pretty sure this is one of the favorites of most makeup artists and social media lights. I see everybody using it, and it really is pretty good, so I recommend. Starting at the wing, as always. Then I'm dragging it back, filling in. Out of all the gel liners, I think this is one of the easiest to use. It's very creamy. It doesn't crumble. It glides on super smoothly. I think even a newbie can use it. Alright, so essentially the eyeshadow and the liner look is complete for the daytime look. I'm going to apply my mascara and show you the kind of falsies that I actually wore during the day portion of this look. And then I'm going to transition it to the night look. Okay, so for the daytime version of this look, I will be wearing these boudoir lashes. And this is sort of what it would look like. Let's insert a photo right here. There we go. And now I'm going to show you how to take this look, or exactly how I did it when I wore this for the gala that I went to. So now I'm going to pick up a little bit of this charcoal gray, almost black color. Of course, we called it Medusa appropriately. And I'm just going to apply this shadow right into the outer portion of the crease, the outer V, just to deepen that gradient and add more drama to the eye. And then of course I'm going to blend it out. Alright, and to take any day look into a night look, basically line the waterline with the gel liner. I'm sorry, this looks pretty ugly. And I can't really speak through it because it kind of tickles. And then smudge the liner underneath the lower lash line. You can even go over the root of the lashes. Now I'm just going to smudge that liner a little bit on the lower lash line using that same charcoal gray, almost black shadow on a really tiny, tiny little brush. And I'm going to connect it to the wing. Now I'm going to pick up my liquid liner and I'm just going to etch out that wing, make it even pointier. And just add a little bit of shine to that top lash line. And of course you don't have to do this part, but I always do my twiggies. And see how I'm just adding them in parts where I'm missing lashes? For the evening portion of this look, I'm going to be wearing my beautiful friend Vegas Nay lashes with Eylure, and these are called Grand Glamor. I love these. These are definitely very glamorous. And here's the final look with the Grand Glamor lashes. I love how these look with a sultry smoky eye, and especially with the heavy liner in the waterline. They really bring the look together. I love these. Alright, so now I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to finish up my lippy and the rest of the face. I'm going to do my hair and I'll be right back. Alright guys, and here is the final look. Let me know what you think and where you would wear this. Obviously this is appropriate for anything upscale, from a gala to a wedding if you want to be a little bit more dramatic. But I would pretty much wear this anywhere. I love a good old smoky eye with a red lip. I think it's classic. As always, thank you so much for watching and for subscribing. You guys are the best. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.